Hey guys, it's Selena. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look. The inspiration came from someone on YouTube named Hannah Louise. So if you guys want to check out her channel too, she did this a lot better than I did. But I definitely tried to do as best as I can with this eye look. And then I also kind of made it my own. Like I didn't do the eyeshadow at the bottom or anything. So before we get into the video, please please subscribe. If you have any videos that you want to see, just comment down below and I will definitely try them out. If there's any products you want me to try out, then I will try those out too. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. And I also want to say the lighting is going to drastically change throughout this video. I am recording this in front of my window to get some natural light. Therefore, the lighting is going to be a little bit different, but I hope you like the video and let's begin. Okay, starting off the video, we are going to be doing eyebrows. Now, eyebrows, I use a few products. So I normally use an eyeshadow, so I have an eyeshadow, and every shadow that I'm going to be using for my eyes and my eyebrows are going to be coming from the James Charles palette. And then of course I use like a brow pomade, a clear pomade, which I probably don't need both, but I like how it looks with both. So that is what I use. And then sometimes I'll touch it up with a pencil. This is just an LA Colors cheap. It's really not a good eyebrow brush, but I use it anyway. So I start off with taking a brown shade and I put it in through this area of my brow. So I'm gonna go get that out of the palette and then we'll get started. I'm going to be using this brown shade right here. And I have my mirror. And then whatever is left, I kind of just brush it towards the front. Okay, next I'm going to take that brow liner and I'm going to kind of outline my brows. So we will do that. Nothing crazy with my brow. Then I'm going to take this brown pomade. Now this brow pomade is from e.l.f. And then I kind of go over it with this Duo Clear Brow Gel. It's also a clear mascara, but I simply bought it just for the eyebrows. And this kind of gets rid of the little bit of the brown pomade because it is a lighter color than my eyebrow. I was just touching up that little corner right there. So that is pretty much my brow. So exactly what I did on this brow, I'm going to do on this brow. Okay, eyebrows are done. As you can see, like I really don't define them or cut them out. I kind of like the natural brow, but they're not sparse, they're kind of filled in. Next up, what I'm going to do is take some Shape Tape concealer. I'd gotten a sample size just to try it out, to see how it works with my skin. So I am just going to blend that into my eye. And so far, I really like this concealer. And then I just have the brush that you saw in my hand too. It is a little fluffy brush from Eco Tools. I'm just gonna take some Maybelline Fit Me powder. And what I'm going to do is just set the eye. And I think I am going to use this blue shade and this one first. And I'm going to pack it onto the crease of my eye. Now I'm really going for a deep blue, so I'm really going to go into this blue a couple times. I did not spritz my brush with this palette. I don't feel like you really need to spritz your brush. It's like pigmented right off the bat. So what I kind of do is shake the powder off, and then I'm going to go with whatever is left and like kind of just blend out that edge a little bit. Next up, I'm going to go into this purple shade right here and kind of a mix of the darker shade next to it. And make sure you're going in with a different brush. And just like you did with the blue, you were going to pack this on right in the middle. And this kind of look is just gonna come with practice. It's gonna be very time consuming, kind of just making sure that the colors are blending together and making sure that you're getting them as pigmented as possible. This look is not gonna come together by rushing. And light purple, I have hooded eyes, so when I close my eyes it's a little bit more blended, but when you close it you can kind of see that shift right in there. There is some fallout, but that is to be expected with pigmented shades like this. So the next I'm going to go in with another brush, same exact one, but this time we are going to dip into the pink. For the pink shade, we are going to be using this Barbie pink all the way down here. And just like with the other two shades, we are going to pack this on. Kind of having a little blending moment. Now, when you first pack this pink on, it is going to overlap your purple. So just like you did with the blue and the purple, you're going to want to put some more purple in there and then some more pink and kind of get it to like shade in a little bit, because then you lose some of that purple on this side right here. So you want to bring that back into your eye. So we're just going to grab this purple brush again, dip right back in to those two purple shades, and then we're just going to pack a little bit of that on again. Now alrighty, now that this is done, what we are going to do is we are going to get a crease brush, just like this, we are going to put some Shape Tape onto the back of our hands. Some people have like little makeup palettes where you can like put the makeup on the palette and dip into it, but I don't got one of those. So in our case, we just use our hand. And I am going to cut the crease. Now, I am not the best at cutting the crease, to be honest with you. I'm still learning. There's always room for improvement. Okay, now that that is on, you are going to take a flat brush and you are going to dip into this shimmer shade right here. It's the blue shimmer. So once you have this shimmer shade on your eye, I'm also going to dip in to this purple shade right here. It's also a glitter. And I'm going to put this right at the end part, kind of blending it in with the purple. And for right now, this is kind of the finished eye look so far. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit more purple just to bring some of that back. Makes it a little bit better. And it kind of blends it in with the glitter. So exactly what I did on this eye, I'm going to do on this eye. Now I'm going to be going to do a mix of the Huda Beauty foundation and the ColourPop foundation. The Huda is in the shade Chai and this ColourPop is in medium 100. So once again, I'm just going to do a pump. Well, 2 pumps of the ColourPop. And then, why am I putting that lid on that one? It goes on this one. Then I'm going to be taking my Beauty Blender. Now I'm going to be taking my Beauty Blender and I'm going to blend this in on my entire face. Now this part is pretty self-explanatory. In the comments section, let me know what your favorite kind of foundation is. As of right now, my favorite has been Huda Beauty, but I have noticed that when I combine it with the ColourPop, it gives me a lot better of a color payoff. Now I'm going to be going in with 2 different concealers. I'm going to be going in with the Shape Tape and my favorite, the Better Skin Super Stay Concealer from Maybelline. This one you can get at the drugstore. This is the one that I've been using before I got the Shape Tape sample. I think it works very well. A tip that I like to use with this is I dab it on. I don't swipe it on because this can lift the makeup if you swipe it, although you shouldn't be swiping it in the first place. I don't know why I was swiping it. And then I take the Shape Tape because I got it in a lighter shade. I need to get a darker shade. I just dab that right on at the front. And then we are going to blend this all in. And I'm kind of doing this in a point just to kind of straighten out the eyeshadow only because I am going to add eyeliner. Just a little bit. I'm not the best at doing a winged liner, so it really helps me kind of like sculpt out, where like my eyeliner is going to be. Lost my train of thought there. I put the Maybelline one on my chin, right above my lip area, so that it gives me that highlight, and my forehead. Now, most people would put it on their bridge of the nose, but as you can see, I kind of don't really need it in certain lighting. And also, I don't like building up product because it kind of messes with the actual like look itself, because my nose is very dry, so adding a lot of product on it just makes it look really cakey. Which is another reason why I don't use the Laura Mercier powder anymore. It wasn't working for me and was making my face look really cakey and really dry, as opposed to this Maybelline like pressed powder. I noticed that pressed powders work a lot better for my skin. And then essentially what I'm doing is not rubbing this into my foundation, but patting it in. I have an itch. But we are going to pat this in. And I am going to do this on my entire face. Put some over the ears. And then I actually put this under my eye too. This is what sets my under eye. Okay, now that all of that is set in place, I am now going to use my eyeliner. Now, for my eyeliner, it is actually also going to be my lash glue per se, because I have been using the Kiss magnetic lashes and it has been working wonders. It is so much easier. I am one of those people who just cannot get lashes on. I don't know why, but I can't get them on. But with this, I can get them on. So I'm gonna put a disclaimer that I am not the best at doing a winged liner, but I'm going to try. Which is also partially the reason why I put like that little line there. And then I'm also going to touch it up with some not mascara, with some concealer to fix it. Now this is probably gonna be a husky thick wing. But in the comments, I just want to say I tried. These are definitely not sister wings, but it's definitely better. You should have seen the first time I've done this in my eyes. And then now we are going to use our magnetic lashes from Kiss called Temp. And I'm going to stick these on. Just want to make sure I have the right one on the right eye. Now, I haven't even put mascara on or nothing. I simply just put the lashes on, and now I'm going to kind of blend my lashes into these lashes. So now that I did this eye, I'm going to do this eye off camera, so be right back. So for some reason, I thought my camera was recording. It was not. All I did was finish putting that other lash on. I put some waterline eyeliner with black with my MAC eyeliner, and I just put the same mascara that you saw me put on the top on the bottom lashes, which I forgot to tell you was Stila. Now I just have this blue shade that's on my eye with a little bit mixed with the James Charles white, and I'm just gonna put that into my inner corner. So now I'm gonna go in with my Now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. contour kit, and I'm going to use my contour brush, and I'm going to use a mix of these two shades, and I'm going to contour my face. I'm actually going to be using one other kind of contour. It's actually a bronzer, so I'm gonna go grab that really quickly because I forgot to grab it. Believe it or not, this is a drugstore highlighter that I got from Ellen Tracy called No Sun Needed Bronzer. And let me tell you, I've had this for a long time. I'll be honest with you, this probably should be thrown out because I'm sure it has expired. But we all have that one thing in our collection that we know we need to get rid of, but it's like, I can't. It was the first bronzer that I really, really liked. We are going to take my e.l.f. blush palette like this, and we're gonna kind of go in with this top orangey shade here with kind of this peachy tone here. Kind of do that. I don't really like a strong blush, so I kind of just go over it with that. And then finally, my absolute favorite part of doing my makeup, we are going to move on to highlighter. Well, not really finally, we still have to do the lips, but as for the face, this is my favorite part. So let me grab the highlighters and I'll show you what I'm using. We are going to be using a mix of my Stila Putty highlighter in the shade Kitten, and my favorite e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Starlight Glow. This has become one of my favorite highlighters. I am one of those people that want to be extra and glow extra. I put this on every high point and my upper lip. I don't care if anyone in outer space sees me. I just want to glow. Like, can you see that? I just love it. And then with this one, you're just gonna rub it with your finger. That's the best way I found that this applies. And I'm just gonna add this on top. This is more of a pink highlighter, but this one is also very blinding. Like, oh, girl. We are glowing. We are shining. The up aboves can see us. And then I'm just going to kind of blend the two together because one I applied with my finger. So this kind of helps with that. And then now I am going to use a primer mist and I'm going to kind of put this together. Really quick, really simple, and then I'm going to stamp it. Oops, sorry for the bang. I'm going to stamp it into my skin. This is kind of just melting all the powders together. Finally, we are going to just wipe whatever excess foundation kind of got on our lips, because we are kind of going for like a nude pinky look. Not pink, but purple look. I'm actually going to mix some on my finger of this purple. And what I'm going to do is kind of rub this in. It is not going to be perfect. And then I'm going to take Kat Von D's bow and arrow and I'm gonna put this over it. And I noticed when I do this, it kind of gives it like a purpley shade. But it's still kind of nude. This has been my favorite lip shade. This has been one of my favorite lip combinations for a little while now, and I absolutely love it. And then the final step to doing my lips is I'm going to take this lip lacquer from e.l.f. It's kind of like a gloss, and we are going to put this on top. Now I'm always putting this over my lips, so it's always stained, but that is okay. So I am going to do my hair real quick and I will be right back to kind of close out with you guys. So be right back.